This is WTV's Julia Savage with a special edition of Real Talk, and today we're going to hit the halls and ask students and teachers what the importance of Black History Month is. Why do you think Black History Month is so important?
I feel like it's because it's important to recognize the history of other cultures.
Because it takes time to reflect back on the importance of Black history and what African Americans did to influence the culture we have today.
And then, do you think that the culture we have now today is something that Martin Luther King Jr. could be proud about?
In a way, it could, because where I'm from, which is Shreveport, it was a lot of black-on-black crime, so he wouldn't be proud of that because he did fight for everybody to be equal. But he would be proud to see that African Americans and Caucasian people could come together, and we all in the same school, and we believe in the same ideas.
Who do you think the most historically important African American is?
Martin Luther King Jr.
And why is that?
Just because he put out such a message that made America just emphasize the unity of our country.
Who do you think the most historically important African American is?
I think it is Jackie Robinson because he broke the color barrier in baseball, and he did a lot for the sports at that time.
And then why do you think Black History Month is so important?
It's because it's important to remember the contributions and achievements that has gone throughout the past and they need to be remembered.
Do you think that Martin Luther King Jr. will be proud of the success that we've made today?
I think he would. I think that we made a lot of progress. I think he would say we still have a little bit more to accomplish, but I think overall he'd be proud of the success that we've made as a people.
Who do you think is the most historically important African American?
My favorite African-American leader during the Civil Rights Movement is Muhammad Ali, and because he was not only a phenomenal athlete, but he also captivated the nation on a very personal level. People respect athletes and their opinions on things, and he wasn't shy about his viewpoints on things, and he's my mom's favorite athlete. She got to meet him at an airport, and this was already when he had Parkinson's, but still very influential, and I have his autograph up on my wall to this day.
Who do you think the most important historical African American in history is?
I would say Martin Luther King. And the reason is because I feel like personally he had a higher calling, that this calling was greater than himself. The fact that he sacrificed, his family had to sacrifice, and then his legacy began after his death. So I would choose Martin Luther King Jr.
And then why do you think that Black History Month is so important?
I think Black history is important to study. It is, we gotta understand the knowledge and the different perspectives of blacks. We also need to see, when we study, their contributions to building this great country, because they did have a great influence on this country. And a lot of times when you look at Black history, the history has been underrepresented. A lot of the information has been missed or removed. And I think we also can learn how to honor those who went through that struggle in that time period. We can actually learn and draw lessons from their struggles. And so I think that is a teaching moment in itself.
This is WTV's Julia Savage.